Hello, and welcome back to Tech Talks with TeacherGoals. And now we have Jon Laven, the co-founder of Snorkl, with us.
Yeah,
And,
super excited to be here.
and I have to say, Snorkl is my number one platform for using AI with math. So with that, Jon, will you share a little bit about Snorkl with us?
Yeah, thanks for having me, Heather and Alaina.
Yeah.
Snorkl is a tool for students to record and explain their thinking, and then they get instant feedback. And I think one of the things that makes it really special is that we can give students feedback on not just their final answer, but on their thinking process. So we can give them feedback on the strategies that they're using, the vocabulary that they're using. And we started in math class, and a lot of teachers use us in math class, but you can do this on a science question or an analyzing a reading passage, and you can actually do it at Snorkl in any subject area now.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you've been expanding your library.
Yeah, we put a lot of work into expanding the library. We find it helps a lot with getting started if you can go in there and find your resources already pre-created for you. Teachers can also create their own. But yeah, we've got content in there from kindergarten through 12th grade for math, science, social studies, ELA content. We have a partnership with Illustrative Math, so we have all the IM cooldowns pre-built, both the version 1 and 360 pre-built in the platform, and a lot more to come.
Exciting. Will you share with us where you are going to be at FETC?
Yeah, we are at booth, I gotta get this number right. It's 2709. And you won't miss us if you can see me right now. I'm wearing my Snorkl. We're walking around with our snorkels. We have a lot of fun with these. Big purple booth, lots of balloons. Come say hi.
Yes. Do you guys have any sessions, or do you know of any sessions that are featuring Snorkl?
Great question. There are several, and forgive me because I'm gonna not remember all of them off the top of my head.
I think it's been hard for people already.
It is.
I know, there's several folks who include Snorkl in their sessions regularly, and then there's a few people who are doing Snorkl specific sessions. I know there's actually one right now happening, I think, up in the mobile mega share. In the big room, and I'm gonna forget all the other ones, but there's also several people coming to our booths various points throughout the next 2 days.
I'm one of them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
excited
she'll
to have
have to share when you'll be there.
excited to have the EduGuardians there. Do you remember what time you guys are gonna be there?
And now I putting her on the spot now.
I'll remember. Just give me that.
I know Eric Kurtz is stopping by, and several more people. I'm not gonna remember them all. But
Tuesday at 3:30, the EduGuardians will be there.
perfect.
Okay, there we go.
Yes.
There we go.
And I think one of the things that Snorkl, like we so enjoy about conferences, is the ability to demo it, because you see it and you're like, that makes sense. Like it makes sense that you can allow students to talk and explain their thinking. Students can draw their thinking. It can be visual, and you see that and you recognize like that could be powerful in my classroom too. And so we have a lot of fun demoing it and sharing it with people.
Yes. So I'm going to share an example for you from my perspective. So
I know you love Snorkl.
I do.
She's been telling me how much she loves Snorkl.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I teach math interventions, as you know.
Yeah.
And a lot of my students have IEPs for writing.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you're asked to explain your thinking for a math problem, all of a sudden they're expected to write and they completely shut down.
Mm.
And it's not that I care about their writing, it's I want to understand their thinking. So I love that Snorkl allows them to orally explain it and then draw it out at the same time.
Yeah.
And the feedback isn't just for the answer. The feedback is step by step. It tells them exactly at what moment different things happen, what they did well, what they can improve on. And even if they get the answer 100% correct, it will give them some advice on how to improve as well. And I absolutely love that.
Yeah, we take a real asset-based approach to student thinking. We want to celebrate what's going well, ask them questions. We want to leverage AI in the classroom in a way that gets students thinking more and not less. We want to make sure that they, it takes a lot of metacognition to think and to explain.
Yeah.
I could talk about math all day long, because I was a high school math teacher for 10 years, and I think one of the things about math is already such a formal language for a lot of students that makes it difficult to access. And if you add in a layer there of having to write or type. It just ups the formality and actually creates more barriers to access. And so one of the things that I think is we found to be really powerful is when students can just naturally use their voice, share what they're thinking. They can draw on the screen and show what they're thinking. The AI can see what they draw, what they write, and it can hear them and give them feedback on all that together. It just creates a lot of access opportunities for a lot of kids.
It definitely does.
I know you said, because I want to hear about this. I know you said that you have some new exciting things coming from Snorkl.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, we're always working on new updates. Feedback quality is something we're always paying a lot of attention to. More ways for teachers to customize both the AI feedback, but also customize the type of activity. We get requests pretty often for teachers to be able to embed video or audio clips onto the whiteboard for students. Especially, there's a lot of folks who will use Snorkl to support in world language class or English language learners, and they want students to be able to listen or watch something and respond.
Yeah.
So we're excited about that. You can do reading fluency in Snorkl, which I think a lot of people don't realize, but depending on the type of activity, we'll use different AI tools to give students different types of feedback. So on a activity that's set up for reading fluency or for world languages, we'll use AI tools that can actually analyze their pronunciation and give them feedback on that. Whereas for a math activity, we don't do that because it could be distracting to get feedback on your pronunciation on a math activity.
Right.
So a lot there. Also thinking a lot about some of those data insights and giving teachers insights into student learning aligned to standards is another big push for us this spring.
For sure. So what made you want to create Snorkl? You were a teacher.
Yeah. Great question. I taught for 10 years, and my co-founder Jeff was also a teacher. He taught 5th grade. I taught high school, and that's how we met teaching. And he had become a software engineer, and he was talking to a lot of teachers, still very close to the classroom and involved in edtech. And he had been talking to teachers about ways, especially during the pandemic, how teachers were trying to understand what their students were doing at home and the thinking at home. And one of the ideas that came up multiple times was teachers asking their students to record themselves. And they were using a variety of different tools to do that. But that was interesting to us. And I think what appealed to me, especially as a math teacher, about that was so much of ed tech, especially in math traditionally, has been about students putting in a final answer. And as a math teacher, that's sort of the opposite of the message I'm so often trying to communicate to my students about what good math is. Math is about thinking and communicating and reasoning. And if you get the answer, great. But if you don't know why you got it or how you got it, and you can't do that on any other problem, then have we really learned what we need to learn? And so I think that's what really attracted me to this idea of building Snorkl. And so when we started building, my classroom was the first classroom that we were using Snorkl in. This started 4 years ago now. And eventually we grew, and now full-time on Snorkl, and it's been a lot of fun to get to share with people and get into classrooms and see and talk to teachers about. So
for sure. I have to ask about the name though.
Yeah. What made you guys come up with that?
I don't know.
The truth of the matter is that Jeff called me one day. He's like, I've been thinking about fun words. And Jeff is from San Diego. And so, there's some tie in there. But we have since then, we use this as a metaphor of diving into student thinking, seeing below the surface. We also talk about a Snorkl is a relatively simple tool that allows you to see things in different ways. And so as we've built the Snorkl platform, we are focused on keeping it simple for teachers and students to use, but hopefully in a way that reveals new things and new understandings, both for teachers about what their students know, and for students because we can give that feedback that's, again, not just about the answer, but about the thinking process.
Yes.
And it's a great look. You guys are always super easy to spot.
We stumbled into this look, and it's been a lot of fun. We go to conference.
That's why I spotted you guys. I was like, those are the Snorkl guys.
For anyone who's maybe listening but isn't watching live, everyone's we were walking around wearing snorkels and get a lot of attention with it.
Yeah.
And it's really fun when we go and visit like an elementary school or middle school, and the
kids have got to
kids,
love it.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
they
yes.
get excited.
I absolutely love it.
Yeah, it's good.
So is this we've been asking our guests this, is this your first FETC or are you guys returning?
This is our second FETC.
Okay.
Yeah, we've really enjoyed the conference. You know,
Yeah.
had a great time here in Orlando, and excited to meet all the people who are flying in today and then over the next couple of days.
I think it's going to get a lot more packed,
Yeah.
think, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Especially when the expo hall. Well, you guys will be. Are you guys in the
Yes.
expo hall? You
We-
shared
we-
booth information
Yep,
already. Right?
2709. We'll be walking around too, and if you see us, we got Snorkl stickers, and yeah, lots of fun to be had.
I'm very excited.
Yeah, me
I
too.
can't wait to see the new things.
Yeah.
And the EduGuardians will be at the booth on Tuesday at 3:30. I had to go through my whole schedule in my head to remember when it was.
I'm impressed that you called that up from memory.
I know. I'm impressed you did too. I know how much is on your calendar.
There's a teacher's brain
Yes.
And a math teacher's
and
brain.
math teacher's brain.
Math teacher's
There you go.
brain. So again, Snorkl is an amazing platform for math, but it's amazing for across all subject areas, K-12, or even the college realm too.
You know, there's a handful of folks who
Yeah.
use it at the college level. Our library of pre-built content isn't necessarily focused on the college
Yeah.
level, but you know, definitely a lot of folks will use it in their AP calculus, AP physics,
Yes.
so AP level
Yeah.
classes for some of those open-ended constructive response types of questions too.
Yes.
Over the last summer, we introduced writing activities as well. I don't know if you've seen those. But what we found was last year, some teachers were having their students actually just type on the whiteboard because Snorkl will give feedback on both what the students say, but also what the students visually put on the whiteboard.
Mhm.
And so teachers really were embracing that and having students write on whiteboards and submit that to get AI feedback. And we thought, you know, that's cool, and we could do that even better if we create like an actual tool around writing.
Right.
So there's also a writing tool in Snorkl that allows teachers to ask a question or prompt. You can attach articles or sources. Students can write a response. It could be for English class, but it could also be for you know, a CER in science class, or you know, a document-based question in social studies. Students type a response, they submit it, they get feedback and a score aligned to the teacher's criteria.
Yes.
And then students can use that to revise their work. And every submission that the students makes is saved and visible to the teacher. So you can see a student's first attempt or their later attempts. Again, trying to bring out that idea of visibility into student thinking and that writing process too.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, one thing that I'm asking all of our guests, since I said this is teacher goals.
Yeah.
So what is one goal for you and or Snorkl for this coming year?
Yeah, I think our biggest goal is to share Snorkl with more people, get support teachers and schools in using it well. You know, I was talking to a district recently, and they said, I asked them, like, why did you choose, like, you know, they're one of our district partners, and I asked, why did you choose Snorkl? And they said, well, the difference was clear when we walked into a classroom where kids were using Snorkl. What we heard and saw was 30 kids talking and explaining and thinking at once, like deeply engaging. And so I think that model is, like, honestly, I think that there's certain teachers who that resonates with. Certain teachers are really comfortable with the idea of, like, I walk into my classroom and 30 kids are talking.
Yeah.
And other teachers are like,
that's
thanks, but they keep it further away from me. And so I think a big part of our goal for this coming year is helping people see the power of that model, helping them see it in classrooms. We are, as a team, getting into more classrooms this year and just gathering artifacts and sharing those with other districts and schools. So that's, I think, our big goal is to help that vision come to life. As we're doing that, of course, we're always building the product and making it stronger and better too. Did that answer? I forget.
I think so.
Okay.
That's a goal. Yeah.
That's our gool.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer.
That is a wonderful goal. So one more time, what is your booth number for those people here ready to hunt you down?
Yeah, I hope I'm getting this right. I think it's 2709. So it's on the sort of, I don't know what direction that is.
Me neither.
Behind us.
The pass registration. Purple booth. Come say hi. We're wearing snorkels and looking forward to.
And then where else can people find you that are listening online?
Oh,
Is
yeah.
there socials, website
Yeah, we're on
information?
socials. Our website is snorkl.app, snorkl.app.
And make sure you spell snorkel right.
Yeah,
No
Snorkl.
Yes.
Good, yeah, good point. Snorkl without an E, SNORKL.app. We've got a YouTube channel with a bunch of awesome resources from folks who have shared how they're using Snorkl in different subject areas, which is great. And always happy to be in touch if folks have questions too.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you so much for joining us
Thank
today.
you.
And you guys need to make sure that you check out Snorkl. And we will actually be back on another episode in about 5-10 minutes. So thank you guys so much for joining us. And I hope you have a great day.
Bye.
Bye,
Yep.
guys.